even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hello darlings, it's Dion Dean. Welcome back to another video. I'm just letting you know right now, this is going to be one heck of a mess because I'm trying to figure out how to get everything organized for this video. So I had a request, Lord, I don't want to flash you. I had a request for a pack with me, or how I would pack my new Coach Field 40 tote in camo. And I will leave the unboxing there. And so I referenced this bag and the fact that this is a bag that I would take. I would travel with it if it was just me, but this would be a great bag, as my other Field 40 has shown me twice, a great bag to carry overseas on those long haul flights, especially when I'm traveling with the crew. So I'm gonna do a quick pack with me as if I was going to London. I did take the cream one to London with me, and these are both the same size. And so we have the bag here, and so I'm just going to show you how I packed for London so that you could see all that happens, or all that I have to take or pack with me when I'm traveling with the crew. Oh Lord, I already foresee my iPad trying to slip off. So the first things first, we're traveling overseas. I am the keeper of all passports, because especially that little one, Riley swears she's an international traveler, and so what I do is I let her hold it when we go through customs, so she can go and get her stamp and experience that. When we go through security and they, take it and look at her, and I let her do that. But it's all got to come to me. Mommy's passport, because she typically has wheelchair access, and so she has to go with her passport through security, through wheelchair and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of that, I'm like, give me the passport. So I'm the keeper of passports. And the reason why I enjoy, and I think most large totes have this, is that it has an actual zipper compartment. So this goes in here, and it's zipped up so that if it does fall, or if you're on the plane and it kind of tossles, your passports are safe and secure. And also, if somebody wants to just put their hand in there, my wallet actually goes in this part too. If someone feels froggy, like my husband ain't a card carrying member of the NRA, if they want to feel froggy and they want to put their hand in here, they can't just easily access our stuff. So yeah, so the passports go in there, and it's zipped and it can't move and nobody can see it. So that's first things first. The next thing that I pack is my toiletry pouch. And so I will carry this as carry-on. Let me see, hold on. I typically don't take anything out of here. So I will carry this on carry-on unless I feel like I packed this one, because I had, my husband calls it juices and berries. I have Riley and I's juices and berries. This is what I carry it in. That's why this is so big. So I put my makeup in here, but I also have our hair supplies. This one is 4 ounces. So this will go in my luggage typically. But if I'm carrying it, a lot of times, if I'm not taking our hair products, or if I am, let me see if I can find, because sometimes I just put it in a little, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like I'll take it out of a big one and put it in the little carry. You guys know what I'm talking about. The little ones that you get from Target or from Amazon, I'll put it in that. This time I didn't. And so this went into my luggage. But typically this goes in my carry-on. So that's there at the bottom. All right. So that's what it's looking like right there. Okay, so after that goes our electronics. So I have my iPad with the keyboard. Make sure there's nothing nasty on there. This is my iPad with the keyboard, so I can get some work done. I will leave a link to this case. I've had a few people buy this case after watching me. I feel like I did something with my iPad on YouTube or Poshmark Live. Anyway, I'll leave a link to this case, but this is my acting laptop. I do not take my laptop with me. This is Riley's Amazon Fire. Then we have my headphones. My headphones aren't in here because they're out there. There's no need for them to be in here, but this is what I take my headphones in. This is the case. I typically make Riley carry hers because there are times when she doesn't, especially on an international flight, because they have the TVs in the back of the seats. There are times when she doesn't use her Fire on the plane. She'll just watch her cartoons on the she'll watch her cartoons on the actual plane. So this is actually just for those times when we have to wait at the gate, or when we get overseas and we're going to Auntie so-and-so house and she's bored. I'm like, just bring your tablet. We're going to be having grown-up time, so bring your tablet. So she doesn't necessarily use this on the plane, but definitely at the gate and when we get to family's house. So that's, so far, that's what it's looking like. So with the electronics comes, I'm the keeper of all, you guys, well, if you don't know, England and Europe have two different outlets. And so, I don't know if I put it in here or took it out, but I typically have the, what do you call them? Converters. I typically carry the converters in here. You can see I'm not going to take all these out, but all the chargers and converters, they go in here, all the wires. I have headphones just in case our headphones don't work on the plane. I have headphones. I think this is Air Canada. I have Air Canada in here. I have Tap Portugal in here. Yeah, so all the wires go in here. So all the wires go in there. And then you guys know that mommy has to have her meds. So I've been trusting her with her meds after security. So I will carry them through security. My reasoning for that is I don't want her to go through with the wheelchair attendant, go through security and forget that she has meds that have gone through the scanner. And so I will carry these all the way up through security. After security, then I will give it back to her, because on the plane she has to take her insulin or she has to take her blood pressure medicine. And so I don't want to be finger-fangling with it in my luggage. But up until security, after security, I'm like, all right, mom, here's your medication, and then so on and so forth. But she doesn't get it until after that, because God forbid we go through security and then we get to the gate and then we get through on the plane and I'm like, mom, where's your medicine? I ain't got time for that. So this is in here up until a point, okay? So medicine is in here up until a point. So I always carry, I've been trying not to do this because honestly the last 2 times that I flew, last like 3 or 4 times, I did not get to read. I ended up getting on the plane and either sleeping or just letting my brain breathe and watching a movie, because when I bring my books, my business-minded books, I tend to start thinking, envisioning, and I know I'm a type A personality. I need to shut off. So I haven't been doing this lately, or I'll take the book but not the journal. But I typically have a book and a journal with me to write my thoughts, okay? So this is already looking like, so this is what it's looking like with all of that. Do you see that? And again, mommy's medication goes back to her, after security. And then one thing I always do coming back, so this is not going, this is actually coming back, and I feel so terrible because I haven't even read these yet. I need to, this is from November, this is from our trip to London. Coming back, I typically stop at the bookstore at the airport and get my fashion magazines. So I'll always, like when I was at, not always, but when I was in Italy, I got the Italian magazines. When I was in Portugal, I got the Portugal magazines. When I'm home, I always get the British Vogue and the British magazines, and Grazia is my favorite magazine of all time, because they're just less expensive there. But I always get my fashion magazines, and that is usually the end of that. So you can see how this gets packed very quickly. And so coming back, I know. So coming back, this is what I'm looking like, and it's extremely heavy. So yes, so mommy typically gets her stuff. Sometimes, like this time, when we came back from England, I had my snacks, because you know I like my British snacks. So mommy had her medication after a point. Riley got her, Riley had to carry this. But again, I like to carry everything through security. So after security, then I'll think about dispersing stuff. But typically, if we go through security and something's lost, very rarely, God knows I love my husband, okay? Together 15 years. Very rarely will they turn to my husband and say, I've left something. It's always, mommy, mommy, Dion, Dion, mommy, mommy. So to protect my peace, we go through security, and then they can have all their stuff back. So yes, that is how I pack my carry-on luggage. And so as you can see, again, that's why I love this bag. As the kids would say, no cap. Like, I need a lot of space, and the cream one was amazing for this. Yes, it's heavy. Don't ask me. It is heavy. But yeah, that's why I've stopped taking these two, at least, because I realize when I get to my destination that I haven't read anything and I haven't journaled. So this is kind of a lie, but not really, because it's something that I did take at one point, but it just makes more sense now because I get on the plane and I just fall asleep. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for requesting it. It wasn't something that I thought that you guys would want to see, but if you're wanting to see how I'm really using this bag and implementing it in my travels, then there you go. This is how the Dean family rolls. All right, let me take out my passports because I will forget. I will forget that the passports are in here and be like, Lord God, where the passport then? Screaming up the whole house. So let me take my passports out, put them back in the safe, and then yeah, what am I gonna do today? I don't know. I just came back from shopping. So, well, not shopping, fattening my eye. So, all right, my darlings, have a wonderful day, and I will see you later on this week.
Go, go.